What's up? What's up, you guys? Doing Prince Harry, how he feels about his family. Does he really love his family? Does he really love his wife? Or like blink twice if you need to be saved, Prince Harry. But on a serious note, like I really want to know, like I was just thinking about how I need to get more organized, like with my channel, where I plan things more. Everything is sporadic. But it's so crazy because like my life is sporadic. Like every time I plan something, there's always, I kid you not, always a disruption. Always. I plan to go on a date, something happens where I have to cancel. I plan to spend time with my son, something happens where I have to cancel. But sometimes I'm like, fuck it and just continue to go through. But every time I plan something, it never go according to plan. So I just do things sporadically. Which is why you need to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure you hit all. So you can be the first to know about the updates, about what's going on. All right? If you have a celebrity that you would like for me to read, you can put the suggestion in the comment section. Okay? I'm not going to go on and on about my Patreon because I feel like it's going to be a minute before that happens. So I'm not going to go on and on about it. But let's see. What's the message? Calling on the original oil. Give me the most highest accurate message of all for Prince Harry, the energy around him, and Meghan Markle, and the family and the kids. Give me the most highest accurate message of all. I mean, my part of them. I ain't going through no messages. I always having messages and having kids and this family front, but I just don't think it's. It's overhyped. I really do. I think it's overhyped. But let's see what's going on. It's kind of loud in here. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. All right. Y'all, these chips are so good. You know, the original oil gonna keep it a buck. She gonna keep it a buck. Could be looking now. But let's see. Let's see. It's so crazy though, because like these women be having these kids with these guys, and guys are like damn near borderline handicapped when it comes to multitasking, when it comes to doing like a lot of shit. So these women thinking they about to just live the dream, live the soft life. Ain't nothing soft about being a mother. I'm gonna tell you that now. There is nothing soft about being a mother. Okay. There is nothing soft about being a wife. That's why they compensate you for it. That's why you're supposed to get compensated for it. But women today are dumb. Let's see. Okay. And in a time where like people are complaining about clocking in at a 9 to 5, like I don't understand how you complain about going to work at a 9 to 5. Parenting is a 24/7 job. It's a 365-day-a-year job. That's work, and it's unpaid. Okay, so like, if y'all complaining about clocking in at a 9 to 5 job, why the fuck do y'all think marriage and kids is gonna bring you happiness? Why? Y'all can't even commit to a fucking job. Y'all complain about doing work at a job. Like, come on, come on. You can't even handle that. Like, people be like killing me. Like, they live in La La Land. I mean, like, I don't know what the fuck you think, motherhood look like or marriage look like, but it ain't like for the faint of heart. Like, it's a dirty job. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's a dirty job. It's an expensive job. There's a lot of self-sacrificing that go into it. But people, especially women, for some reason think marriage. Y'all, when a man tell me he won't commitment, I run the other way. Yes, Lord, I run the other way. Cause nigga, what? When he talk about he won't commitment, I hear slavery. That's what I hear. I hear more workload. That's what I hear. You gotta know your limits. You gotta know your bounds, because a lot of people misery is coming from them biting off more than they can chew. It comes from them biting off more than they can chew. Now, if you know you don't even like clocking in at your motherfucking job, you don't even like to work, you want to sit at home on your cell phone all day and not do shit, I don't know why you think a marriage and some kids and a man is about to bring you some happiness. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. And then some of these girls, think that a guy about to take them in and take off their workload. Man, these niggas is looking for you to take off their workload. That's why they supposed to compensate you for that. Like, y'all both looking for the same thing. Somebody gotta be the worker. The worker bee. Okay? Or it ain't gonna work. One person gonna be happy, the other person gonna be miserable. All right, but let's get into some things. I don't know what that's about, but I do. I wish people would stop romanticizing relationships and kids, and the shit is not a clean job. It's not a soft life job. It's not a job where you about to be cute all day. Like, it's just not. It's just not. It's just not. Number 2. Hi, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Just like sex. People think sex is like something like so fun and so recreational, right? Like, oh yeah, let's have sex. Like it's a sport. You know what I'm saying? But then them kids come, that child support come, them STDs come, and you gonna see sex ain't a joke. It's not a joke. And the fact that society make it seem like sex is a joke is so crazy to me. Because you can literally ruin your reproductive health. Like, sex can, like, give you diseases that can ruin your reproductive health. It can ruin your immune system. Sex can bring babies, which is a lot of responsibility, put you in debt, trap you in poverty. Like, sex has serious consequences. So the fact that people just be like treating sex like it's something, like it's scratching your arm, it's crazy to me. That's crazy. But let's see. Comment on the Orisha oil. I don't know what that got to do with anything, but It got something to do with this reading. Like somebody, y'all know who I'm channeling? There's this internet couple where this South Sudan woman, like she wanted a family, she wanted a traditional family front, but her husband, he wasn't really cut out for that. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that she was like some type of arm candy, some type of exotic arm candy. But like her husband, his personality, he wasn't cut out for that. He didn't want more kids. She wanted more kids. And you know, in the cultural, there's a cultural clash too, because where she's from in South Sudan, like a lot of African cultures believe the more kids you have, the wealthier you are. A lot of European cultures believe the opposite. Okay, a lot of European cultures aren't into having a fucking football team of kids. So when she got with this dude, and you know, he wanted the party. He didn't want to be a dad. He didn't want the confinements of like a responsibility of being a father and being a husband. So he abandoned her. He basically abandoned her. He would go out all night and she would be stuck doing with it. You know what? Y'all, I'm petty. I'm motherfucking petty. Because if I was in that marriage and a nigga did that to me, I'm going to beat that motherfucker to the punch every time. Every time he think he about to go somewhere, I'm going somewhere. Bitch, I'm gone. You stuck with the kids. I'm about to do me. Like every time, I wish a nigga would play that game with me. I wish he would. I wish he would. I wish he would, baby. Cause see, I don't have these like social obligations that a lot of women have. They're always moping, crying. Oh, Bob, he's out 6 at night. Bitch, I'm about to go round up the homegirls, find a babysitter. We're gonna be out 6 at night. The fuck? Like, there's just too much you can do. There's just too much you to do other than to be stressed behind a nigga. Like, it's too much. Okay. You worried about Tom? Oh, Tom is cheating, bitch. I'm about to use that as an excuse to go find the man that I've been wanting to screw, and I'm gonna go screw. Like this, Tom is cheating. Oh my gosh! Like, or I'm gonna go shopping or something. Like, I just, y'all, I can't. And then the fact that like, you know how guys are, so to sit up there and be shocked that your husband or your boyfriend like them slipped up and like cheated, it's crazy to me. Everybody knows that like men have a sex problem. They have a sex problem. So to think your husband is exempt from that, and it's crazy because every woman feel like her husband or her boyfriend is exempt from that. He's a man. He's not exempt. I don't care how clean cut his image is. He's not exempt. Your husband probably into some freaky ass shit you don't even know about. We're about to get into the reading. I just, and then it's crazy too because when chicks get married and stuff, like they start dressing like granny. That's the worst thing to do. You start dressing like a granny, you complain more than you flirt. You like niggas don't want to hear that. Like they don't want to hear that. Be sexy. Be alluring. You know what I'm saying? This moping and type shit is crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I remember. I don't know if y'all ever remember like Chris Samuels.
Here are those links for you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, not right now.
All right, enjoy.
Thank you. I remember when Chris Samuels, like, and his girlfriend, I can't think of her name. I forgot her name, but she was on Housewives of Potomac. But Chris Samuels' wife decided, she cared about what other people think about her being a stay-at-home wife, and she ain't got to pay for nothing, and her husband funds everything. And, so she's trying to prove something to these girls, right? So this bitch, she goes and get an extra workload for herself and then expects Chris to like do more of the domestic. Now look, Chris has an idea about what he wants out of a relationship. Okay? And whether you feel like it's right or wrong, it don't matter. He has an idea about what he wants in the relationship. If you agreed to that, and then you decided that you wanted to put more work on your plate, how was that his fault? Why are you trying to make him do more work because you decided that you wanted to do more work? Like, women just be, I don't know what would be wrong with women sometimes. Like, so, you know, in her her quest to be perfect, right? Trying to impress a bunch of nobody ass bitches who husband be cheating on them, probably don't even take care of them. In her quest to prove something to these bunch of nothing ass bitches, she bit off more than she can chew. Now you want to blame Chris Samuels for your misery, bitch? Oh no, you did that to yourself. Chris didn't tell you to. Chris never said that you needed to do anything. He never said he seen you as less than. He never said any of that. You worried about a bunch of outsiders and how they looking at you or how they're gonna appear when the only opinion that really matters is the goddamn husband. Like, if that man okay with you sitting on your ass and doing nothing, guess what? Who gives a fuck what somebody else think? He happy, you happy. Live life. Y'all, I'm sorry. This is a mukbang again. Live life. I really don't know what they got to do with anything, but there's something about that. All right. But women need to stop biting off more than they can chew. Stop trying to be this superwoman, this workhorse, and then complain about it. I don't get a break. Who fault is that? Who fault is that she don't get a break? Who fault is it? Okay, it ain't your husband's fault. Just like women will cut off all their female friends, right? Because they want to center their whole universe around a nigga. They ain't got nothing else to do outside of that nigga. Why would you do that? Now you looking for him to entertain you 24/7. He don't want to do that. You want to go hang with his homeboys sometimes. You don't want to do that shit. Find you something to do. Find you something to do. You shouldn't cut off your homegirls. You want him to be friendless because you friendless. Right? It's a circus, baby. It's a circus. You want him to be miserable because you miserable. You made yourself miserable. Like, why the fuck he got to be miserable with you? That's your own fault. Just like women who be marrying these dudes who ain't got shit. They be marrying these dudes who ain't got not a dime to their name. When you was fucking him, you knew he ain't had no money. When you was fucking him, you knew he was stingy. But you still proceeded to have a baby with him. You still proceeded to marry him. And now you want to cry foul. That shit don't make sense to me. What, you thought he was gonna change? You agreed to that setup. Don't complain about it now. Like, oh, that's crazy. Baby, that's crazy. Let me see. It's just too easy to dodge some shit. That's too easy. Let me see. Right. Ooh. I'm sorry, y'all. This food is good. But yeah, she ruined the perfect setup. Like, and she could have still did her business, but like her husband said, okay, if you want, time for yourself, I got the money. I'll pay for a babysitter. Y'all got to see that. It's something about them where It's very similar. Their relationship is very similar to Chris Samuels and that one chick off of Housewives of Potomac. Like their relationship, that's why I keep channeling. Like she was complaining, he probed the solution, and she still was complaining. I was just like, then she was complaining about the man wanting her. Like, you know how many bitches wish their husband still looked at them and with lusty eyes at the kids and shit? Like, come on. How are you complaining about that? I had to block the girl. Because she was complaining about people liking to look at her child because her child is beautiful. I'm thinking, that's not a negative. Like, women are just weird. That's not a negative. So you complaining about people admiring your child, at least your child ain't ugly. I had to block that bitch. She was a lesbian too, but I had to block her. I'm like, bitches are weird. Just like a lot of women be like, you know, oh, I don't want nobody approaching me. I don't want nobody, you know, oh, sexual harassment, blah, blah, blah. Then in the same breath, women will be like, oh, why is no one approaching me? Why is no one? Why? These men aren't men anymore. Like, bitch, if I'm going to get in legal trouble for approaching you, hell no, you ain't getting approached. You're going to come to me. Like, it's just like, and this is why, like, it's really like Riri, like, it's really slow to base anything off of emotions. Your emotions are not facts. Sometimes your emotions aren't even motherfucking reasonable. Like, it's just terrible. It's terrible, it's terrible, it's terrible. Your emotions can delude you into some shit. I swear to God. So there's something about her where he's damned if he do and he damned if he don't. It's like what I do now. But really, she's just unhappy. She's unhappy. She's unhappy. I think she got postpartum. Myself. I think she got postpartum. That was an intuitive download, y'all. I'm about to get into the cards. What is it good? She's just unhappy. That's all there is to it. She may have some regrets about being a mom, or she may have some regrets about being a wife. Like, something's too much pressure for her. Like, it's too much. This one, I don't know why women be want to give up their freedom. Why do we want to give up their freedom? Why? Like, a commitment, a marriage, and some kids is not what you think it is, baby. Definitely not what you think it is. So for the life of me, I don't know why women give up their freedom. For what? To say you got a man? To say you're married? To say for a status? Like, for what? To look overworked? To look tired? Like, like, bitches be tired. They be tired. I ain't never seen, like, I think maybe only one time I seen a chick who was glowing, she was happy, she was married, and guess what? She ain't had no kids. She also didn't have no kids, and her dude took care of her. She working was an option for her. And when I seen her, I was like, you married, ain't you? She's like, yeah, how did you know? I just know, bitch. I just know. Like, you can just tell sometimes a chick well taken care of and working is an option. She got a good husband. I'm not saying that Prince Harry is like not a good man, but Sometimes it ain't the dude. The chick is just like emotionally unstable. Like she's just genuinely emotionally unstable. Nothing makes her happy, and she wants her husband to be miserable because she's miserable. Sometimes that's what it is. Okay, let me see. Let's get into Meghan Markle. Maybe she's going through postpartum. I don't know, but that's just a mess. That's just a mess, man. Well, let's see. Y'all, this is good. But I'm about to set this to the side and start on the cards. I don't know why it just seems so loud in here, but I don't want to raise my voice. Let's see. Let's get into this Meghan Markle tea. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. There's a cultural clash. I keep trying to tell y'all there's a cultural clash. And it's crazy because Meghan Markle, she comes from a single parent household. Prince Harry comes from like, and she's like partially black American on top of that. Baby, I don't see how they thought that was gonna work. When these people be getting in these interracial relationships, man, they really need to consider cultural difference. They really need to consider that. Okay, because like, it's more than just a look. Like you may fetishize a different race, but like, if y'all culturally not in alignment, it ain't gonna work. I'm not trying to be rude, but it ain't gonna work. That's why it's important for people who like marry cross-culturally. You got to take interest in other people's culture outside of your own. So if you like don't like their customs, you should not be. You have no business getting with another race if you don't even like their culture. You don't like their customs. You don't like the way they do things. It's very opposite to how you do things. It's not gonna work. I'm just being realistic. It ain't gonna work. There is something about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. There's a cultural clash. Okay, there's a cultural clash there. Now I don't know which one is which, but one person may want kids, the other person don't want no more. Right? Like there's this like tug of war. There's this tug of war on something, on a value, on an idea, and that's crazy because that's why people should talk about shit. People spend so much time on the sex part. People spend so much time on looks. People spend so much time on remedial shit, stupid shit. They ain't never looking, well, is this person's goals aligned with mine? Is this person's idea or family setup or values, is it aligned with mine? This is how a lot of people end up in fucking divorce outside of cheating. They end up in divorce because they marry someone who does not want what they want. Like, why are you marrying someone, you want 10 kids and they want one? That shit don't make sense. And you thought in your bright mind that was marriage material. I had one dude, he was talking about his baby mama. And, his baby mama, he was engaged to his baby mama. And, like, and what was so fucked up about it is, like, his baby mama stole from him. His baby mama didn't have the same values he had. And I was just sitting there like, bruh, what is you falling in love with? Like, he wants a chick that's ambitious, want to go to school, want better for herself. His baby mama was okay with her life. Like, she really just wanted to ride his coattail. So I'm just like, but you still thought that this... I'm thinking to myself, I'm not saying, because I don't want to come off judgmental, but I'm thinking to myself, like, and you and your right mind was in love with that. Like, you thought that, like, that was marriage material. Like you thought. I'm just sitting up here thinking this man, he's got a level of dumbness to him. Cause ain't no way. Like he would complain about her, like she would go out get stuff but wouldn't bring him nothing.
You doing
It was
okay?
just crazy. Yeah, she didn't want to grow up. I'm like, but he may have like outdated, because I pulled some tarot cards on him, but he may have outdated beliefs where he think women are supposed to be self-sacrificing. Like women are supposed to be the main ones raising the kids. The father ain't supposed to help. Like there's a lot of men that have that belief system. There's a lot of men that have that belief system. And I feel like women are unaware of that because they fantasize men too much. They fantasize men way too much. They're not asking the important questions. But let's see. And that's why I say these girls out here are stupid for tying themselves to a motherfucking stingy, broke ass nigga. They stupid. Ask that man what he think women's roles is. Ask him. Ask him. And you sitting up here giving that nigga that shit for free. You slow. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. There's too much salt going on here. I'm already high blood pressure. All right. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, ancestor spirit guys. We finally getting out of the intuitive reading. Y'all, that intuitive reading was 32 minutes long. The bitches get good. Let's see. I don't know, the ritual oil for Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, their children, and the energy around them, ancestor spirit guys. What is the message? What is the message for Prince Harry? Calling on the ritual oil. Give me the most highest, purest message of all. I mean, Rob. Let's see. Make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past and don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence in knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. Somebody either cheated, probably Meghan Markle, who knows? Y'all, who knows? Who knows these days? Somebody did something, some type of slight. Some type of slight, okay? It's like somebody wasn't even really somebody's type. Y'all know, like, there are some people where, like, they get married, but they get married because they type isn't marriage material. So, like, they marry the guy that they're not really, like, attracted to in any way. Y'all ever seen those, chicks where if a guy's like, I want kids, she's like, no, I don't want no more. Or no, like what Neo did to his ex-wife. Neo, his first wife, he told her that he didn't want no more kids, and so he made her tie her tubes or whatever, or burn her tubes, and he ends up getting remarried and having kids with this chick after he told his last chick that he didn't want no more kids. And people be fucked up. He didn't want no more kids with her because he didn't really want to be stuck with her. He didn't really want to be with her. Okay, so he made her get her tubes tied because he didn't want no more kids with her. He wanted to be able to have sex with her consequence-free. But when he remarried, he had more kids. Like, that's the energy. Just like Monique Samuels, that's her name. Her husband was in love with her, was good to her, but she just wasn't happy. Everything was a fight with her. Like she's trying to make a problem. That bitch was not attracted to Chris Samuels. She was in it for the money. She was in it for. She wasn't really attracted to Chris Samuels because she made a fuss about every fucking thing, even when it wasn't, and even when there was the issue. Like I feel like somebody was cheating, and whoever they cheating with, like it's the exact opposite of what their spouse looked like. Like they got a type. There's this one chick where she used to fucking with truckers. So her husband or her boyfriend, he ain't no trucker, but she cheated on him with truckers, with a bunch of truckers. Like when people have a type, sometimes you gotta tread lightly. You gotta tread lightly when they got a type. Especially if they fight you tooth and nail about everything. But the very thing they fighting you about, they'll get the next person with no problem asked. People are doggish. They're doggish. And that's why my motto is what you won't do, another one will. Nigga, fuck you. Married or not, I don't give a fuck. His position can always be taken. Married or not. What you won't do, another one will. And I'm not about to sit up here and beg you for a motherfucking thing. Because if it was his girl, if it was his type, if it was somebody he wanted to be with, he gonna do it with no questions asked, with no arguments. Real talk. People can never see the writings on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Why keep being a benefit to somebody who don't want to be a benefit to you? Why keep giving to somebody who's not happy to give to you? Fuck them. Get you somebody else. Get somebody else to do it. There's plenty of fish in a motherfucking sea. Yeah. Okay. So it says, yeah, it's something about somebody not they type. I'm telling you. It's like they got with this person because they knew this person was a good person. They knew this person was gone. Like dudes do this to girls all the time. Like they'll be used up. They allow themselves to be used up by bad bitches. And then once they used up, ain't got no money, and they starting to age and they starting not to work as good. Now they want a good woman. Now all of a sudden they want a good woman. And they ain't got shit to give you. They ain't got shit to give you. Baby. This is crazy. This reading is real crazy. But yeah. People be like that though. It's like, no, you're not my type, but you're stable. You're you know, I know you're not gonna abandon your kids. I know if we ever got a divorce that you will pay child support on time. I know that you'll take care of me. Like, no, you're not my type, but you're stable. You're safe. Like, I hate motherfuckers that reward bad behavior. Like, they think good people are there for as backup plans and shit. It's just like what old dude is doing to what's that chick name? I forgot her name. But Big Sean leading what's that Asian chick name? I don't know her name, y'all. I don't know these people name like that. But he leading her the fuck on and she's still there. She let that man waste her time for 8 years. The chick he was with before her, he proposed to her within, I think, 3 months of dating. But he's talking about he ain't ready for marriage with this Asian chick, and he done gave her a family. He hate that bitch. I don't give a damn. He hates her. He hates her. Maybe Meghan Markle is racist or something. Maybe Meghan Markle is racist and she got something against white people because like her mom is like really pro-black. Now, when I hear that pro-black shit, they got something against white folks. There's something about Meghan Markle where, or it could be him. It could be him. He could be racist, and but one of them is racist, and yeah, one of them is racist. That's all I got to say. Like they have something against the other person's race, but they married. And I see this like with like some black people that get in interracial marriages sometimes, and I just be sitting there like, how are you talking all this shit? How are you talking all this shit? Or you still talking about fight the power type bullshit? But you married to the very race that you're talking shit about. Like I'm keep trying to tell y'all, there's a lot of races in interracial relationships. But yeah, like somebody's a bigot. Somebody's a bigot. Like this is just like Jada Pinkett. Another example of this is Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett don't like Jada Pinkett is racist. So Jada Pinkett don't like Will Smith because she feel like Will Smith is a Oreo. Like she feel like he's a white man, even though he's black, right? And she, I guess she thinks blackness is attached to hoodlumness, thug, type shit. So I guess she think Will Smith ain't black enough. You know what I'm saying? I just, baby, like the ignorance that be coming out of people's mind. Sometimes I wish some people don't deserve nobody. And then like the fact that you associating like good traits with whiteness, it shows your inferiority complex. Like if you think a black person is acting white because they speak proper English, or they're acting white because they take care of the kids, or you think they're acting white because they got good credit, or you think they're acting white because they love you, care for you, cherish you, there for you, like you think that's white characteristics, like you're racist. You're racist, and not only do you give whites a God complex, but you associate everything bad, everything ratchet, everything unclean with blackness, which shows a level of colorism and it shows a level of inferiority complex. You don't think too highly of your own race. And it's so crazy because like when people think like this, like when people have this idea that blackness equals ghetto, blackness equals struggle, blackness equals, dealing with racism. Not all black people deal with racism. Like, this is just like, when you associate like blackness with that, you're showing your racism. But a lot of people don't think nothing of it. You just told me that you associate black people with downtroddenness. You associate black people with being uncivilized. You associate black people with being slow, being dumb, right? So you're saying all these things, thinking that makes you look cool, or thinking that, taking pride in that, right? Taking pride in ignorance, because you think to be non-ignorant is to be white. To be black is to be ignorant, to stay in the dark. That's what there are some niggas, they don't even want to read. I swear to God, they don't even want to read. They don't even want to pick up a fucking book. Because they think that makes them less black. They think that makes them less down for, like, just ignorant ass shit, just ignorant. And it's like, if you're black and you're not, with the circus, the clown shit, then you're Uncle Tom. Then you're a sellout. Then you're an Oreo. You know what I'm saying? If you got a lick of sense as a black person, black people are gonna see you, just like Ben Carson. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Ben Carson or whatever, right? And it's so crazy because his mother was the antithesis. Because a lot of people don't like when I be like, a lot of moms are bad moms. Nobody want to talk about this, but a lot of moms ain't shit. Because Ben Carson's mother, she left her husband because she found out that he was married. He had another marriage. So she left her husband. This lady didn't have an education. She didn't have a high school diploma. And she was poor. She started out with nothing, and yet she had 3 sons. She had 3 sons. All of them made themselves to something. All of them have a level of respect for women. So if this non-educated woman who couldn't read, who didn't have a degree, and who was poor, poverty-stricken, if Ben Carson's mother had all of those things against her, and yet she was able to raise 3 highly intelligent, highly well-to-do men who are honorable men, who are married and all of that, then what the fuck is these other bitches' excuses? There's no excuse. And there's something about somebody where, like, somebody is a perpetual victim. Now, y'all might not have heard this before, but here's something that I noticed. When a person is a perpetual victim, that is a sign of narcissism. I know some of y'all don't believe that, don't want to see that, don't want to, because most people when they think of a narcissist, most people when they think of a narcissist, they think of someone that's arrogant, someone that's cocky, someone that's insensitive, which all those things are very true. But there's also another type of narcissist where they're always victims. They never take accountability for anything. They're always victims. That is a red flag that a motherfucker is a narc. Now, they may not be like the arrogant one, the one that's using other people, but like a person that's a narc, that's a perpetual victim like this, right? There's always somebody else's fault. It's never their fault. They're always shifting blame. Like they're never taking accountability for anything. They're never reflecting. Despite the fact that they're being used, that is a narc. They're a narcissist. Someone that is a perpetual victim is a narcissist. Someone who believes that actions don't have reactions is a narcissist. They can't connect the dots because they're a narc. They lack complete, total self-awareness. They obliterate it. Okay? There's something about Meghan Markle where she is a social justice warrior. She is mentally unwell, mentally like deranged. Like, I ain't trying to be funny, but this is what I'm picking up on. She's mentally deranged. Okay, Meghan Markle is not all the way there, baby. There is a disconnect or a distortion of reality. Okay, she's a social justice warrior. An extreme lefty. Okay? She doesn't have any room, any space, any, like, nothing for anybody else's, like, opinion that's different from hers. Like, she doesn't want to hear it. She feels like her way is right, everybody else's way is wrong. She's a narc. Meghan Markle is a narc. That's why I said, like, this guy, he got to heal his family wounds. This Prince Harry, or whatever the fuck his name is. He need to heal his family wounds, because one thing about it, if you don't heal your wounds, like your family wound, if you don't heal your wound, your mother wound, your father wound, or sibling wound, or whatever, you don't heal your family wound, or you don't heal that which is the basis to your trauma, every person you get with or you're attracted to is going to reflect that of your family or the people who's caused those wounds that you have not dealt with. You're going to keep attracting those type of people. Okay, like for example, if your father never had much time for you because he was always working, or he claimed that he was going to do something and then he would renege or he would forget, like, and you find yourself constantly in relationships or in with guys who do the same thing to you or women who do the same thing to you, like that's because that's an unhealed wound there. You are subconsciously reliving home through your relationships. Okay, like there's a cleanse needed. So even though Meghan Markle, she may not be his family, Meghan Markle acts like her energy, like he's seeing that, wow, you're no different from my family. Like you're no different from the royals. Like you're no different. Like he's seeing that. Like, and my thing is you can't run away from your problems. You can't run away from your problems. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's in the back of this deck. You wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every few minutes to see if it has grown. So why do you keep questioning yourself, your hard work, and your decisions? Have patience. Stop overthinking and keep watering your seeds. So he may have he I don't know, he has this feeling of isolation, like he's going through some type of tower moment, ego death, like he's going through some type of crisis, like fight or flight, like where he doesn't really know what he wants, where he stands, what he wants to do, where he's going. It's kind of like he could feel naked or he could feel isolated. Okay. Let's get into the foundation. And then I'm going to end this out because, I really, baby. How does Meghan Markle how does Prince Harry view Meghan Markle? As a god. As a god. He puts her on a pedestal, okay? Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. So he kind of see her as like a savior, kind of. Like, it's just one of those things where your partner's plight becomes your plight. I'm telling you, this is like he's a really good man. Oh my God. He's a really good man. Like, this is somebody that supports you through your journey. Like, this is somebody that'll support you through all your changes, through all your ups and downs. Then it has father, okay? Talent for creating and supporting life. Positive guiding light within a tribal unit. There is a part of Meghan Markle's energy that resonates with toxicity. Like, that resonates with drama. Give me more. How does Meghan Markle view Prince Harry? Ancestor? Virgin. Look, she see the boy as green with this virgin, as innocent, maintaining about purity of heart and spirit. So she sees him as green, y'all. She sees him as innocent, don't know no better, goddess energy. This girl definitely uses her looks, her femininity, her sexuality to get, she's very seductive, or she has really very, very well good seduction skills. Like, this is someone who will use their seduction skills or their pretty privilege, their body, their sensuality, like their looks, like they'll flirt a little. Like, this is someone that'll use like tantalizing energy to get you to do what they want. I don't know if that's called sex magic or what. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Like, y'all, there's something about like Meghan Markle that's very exotic to Prince Harry, especially being the fact that she's partially black. Like, it's something about that. What's the advice here? But it's like she's got him like under her thumb, like she got him right where she want him. You know, look, she got him right where she want him. Queen radiates the regal femininity, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So this is the advice. So that means the shadow here is becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. So she could be very controlling and demanding, like where she wants shit her way or no way, very specific, and she may use sex or she may use her looks, her charm, her flirting to get whatever it is that she wants. Like he literally, she gets her way. She gets her way. Okay? Look at the bully at the back of the deck. I'm trying to tell y'all. If Meghan Markle's mother is like the type that likes bad boys, that likes thugs, that likes so-called alpha males, like she could be seeing him like she could be like, it's just weird. But there are some girls that like they're really turned off by a good man. You know what I'm saying? Like they want somebody that they have to chase. They want somebody that they have to beg. They want somebody that brings toxic drama. They like players, cheaters, somebody that's hard to pin down. You know, they don't really like healthy males. Like they don't like romantic help. They see these guys that are loving, supportive, ride or die, that spoils you, that takes care of you, that looks after the kids when you need. Like they see these type of men as weak. They see these type of men as feminine. They see these type of men as sexually unattractive. So like, or you know, bitch made. It's kind of like what old girl did to what's her name? It's kind of like what old girl did to Punk. There's this guy that this singer used to date, and he was a stay-at-home dad. I'm sorry. Oh, Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson used to date Punk. Punk was a really good guy. He was like, he had muscles, fit and all that, but he was a softie. And Jennifer Hudson cheated on him and did him bad and left him. I guess because she said he didn't have like money like she had, I guess. But like, Punk was a really good dude. But there are some women that when they see those traits of someone that's a really good dude, that's really supportive, that's really loving, they think he's feminine. They think he's not masculine. They're not sexually attracted to that. You know, they may run over this person or may run over guys like this, and treat them any old kind of way. But it's like there's a lack of respect there because it's like they feel like that the man is supposed to always lead. The man is supposed to always exert his dominance. I swear, like there's something about Meghan Markle where her taste in men is very similar to the black community in America. Like thuggish, cheater, angry, type of energy, like bad boy type of energy. Like there's a part of her that resonates with toxicity. Okay. So she don't see this man as being, you know, he's doing these things because he loves her and he accepts her in her entirety. Like Prince Harry is a Will Smith. If y'all have to go watch my video on that. But Prince Harry is a Will Smith, and Meghan Markle is a Jada Pinkett. Okay, like so to answer the question, how does Prince Harry feels about his marriage? He loves them. He loves them dearly. He'll do anything for them. Prince Harry is I'm channeling the energy of a Will Smith. Now I don't know what Will Smith's sign is. I don't know what his zodiac sign is, but like it's like there's something that's very narcissistic about Meghan Markle. But she could also be trying to partition him to stand up to his family, partition him to have balls with this bully card. Because it says highlights your tendency to intimidate others and helps you confront the inner feels that bully you. Like, they can't run you like that. They can't. Like, I'm telling y'all. Let me see. Sometimes people should just mind a business that pays them, even if you're married to the person, because you don't really wholly know the dynamic, the history, the background between like a person and their family ties. So sometimes it's just good to stay out of shit because you don't know the whole story. Like, you wasn't there from the beginning, so why do you even have an opinion? But let me see. Yeah, she's very controlling, very dominating, very demanding. Like, I'm telling y'all. And he gives her everything that she wants. Like, he goes with the program, whatever she wants. She strong arms her way, Meghan Markle does. I guess you could say, like, people would kind of say that he's a simp. Like, people would say that King or Prince Harry is a simp. So let me see. Let me see. Let me see what sign Will Smith is. I need to see what sign Will Smith and Jada Pinkett is, because, like, he's just giving me Will Smith vibes. If y'all don't know how Will Smith is a Libra. Oh my gosh, I was going to say Libra. I was going to say Libra. Will Smith is a Libra. So, wow. So he could be a Libra or a Taurus. Don't have to be, but this is just the energy that I'm picking up on. He could be a Libra or a Taurus. I would say even a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Because it's like this dynamic. Meghan Markle is more of the masculine. Okay. And Meghan Markle's a Leo. And isn't Leo masculine? Interesting. So it's something about her strong arming her. Look, y'all, the brother ain't wholly lying. Like, the brother is not wholly lying about Meghan Markle. But I feel like he's under her spell, or he's under her hypnotism, or he's like, she's got him wrapped around her finger. So it's like, you can't tell him nothing. What's the outcome? Look, there go mediator. Look at the mediator popping up. What's the outcome of this? What is the outcome of this marriage? Of this? I feel like, honestly, if they ever do get a divorce, like, it's gonna be whatever Meghan Markle's want. It's gonna be whatever Meghan Markle, whatever you want, Queen, whatever you want, whatever you want, whatever you want. Like, I don't know if he's really gonna put up a fight in any way, but there's a level where Meghan Markle doesn't wholly respect him. Like, she sees him as like spineless, as like, it's crazy. Humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning with the student card here. I don't feel like he would want a divorce. I feel like it would be Meghan Markle. Why would be? But I'm not saying like that they're gonna like split or nothing like that. Why would Meghan Markle want a divorce? Why would Meghan Markle want a divorce? Okay. Refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Samaritan. So Meghan Markle would kind of want to report. She could threaten a divorce, or has threatened a divorce, if he doesn't do what she wants. If he doesn't like, because the Samaritan card is basically like he's gotta whatever her like voting habits are, political habits are, whatever her opinions are, like he's got to agree to it. He's got to be with it. Whatever her passions is, got to be his passions. So it's like if he like has a different opinion or like it's kind of like this is not a democracy. This is a totalitarian government, a dictatorship. This ain't a democracy. Yeah. Like he vagina whipped. In hood terms, he's vagina whipped like a motherfucker. So like, I feel like though that she would divorce him if he wouldn't like fund whatever she wanted him to fund or do whatever she wanted him to do. Like, give me more. She may even give him the silent treatments at times if he don't act or make actions that is in alignment with what she wants him to do. Yeah, look, once he stopped being a puppet. So if he stopped being a puppet, y'all, this is literally like old men that get with young girls, you know, that don't have much life experience. That, you know, this is the energy. Like Meghan Markle is that super old man, and Prince Harry is that young impressionable girl. Like that's the energy. Surrendering your power of choice is divine with complete trust with the slave and the Samaritan. So it's like once he like really finds himself or gets some type of wake up call or grow into his manhood or grow into himself, like find his voice, find his confidence, like that's when he's gonna start like questioning. It's kind of like what Jay-Z did with Beyonce. I don't know if y'all have ever watched those videos, but watch that video. But it's like Jay-Z is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry is Beyonce. So it's like, you know, once he gets into his grown man, find his voice, find his confidence, start thinking for himself, like her basically her spell work, her shit ain't gonna be working no more. That's when the divorce is gonna happen. It's the same way as when women, you know, grow up, get grown, start to question things with their old man that they be with, and then that's when the relationship severs. Like that's the energy here. Like Meghan Markle is a super old man and Prince Harry is a super young woman. Like that's very impressionable and lingers on this, like, you know, he feels like she's all knowing in some type of way, like she can't do no wrong. He's a very good man, but like something about Meghan Markle is very Black Widow-ish. Like racist, bigot, sexist. Like there's something about her where like she's just very intolerant. Like emotionally and mentally deranged. Like there's a disconnect from reality. And she always sees herself as a perpetual victim. She's a narcissist. Like she's a narc. She's a fucking narc. And I know some people find it hard to believe that somebody who's a humanitarian is a narc, but there's a lot of narcissists who hide behind humanitarianism. There's a lot of narcissists who hide behind. There's something about her where she comes across though, like, I don't know, there's a card in the deck called Liberator, but like there's something about her where she is like arrogant, like it's King of Pentacles in the reverse, where she looks down on people that she helped, but she also feels like she knows what's best for people more than they know what's best for themselves. Like there's something about that. Like she's very virtue signally, very yeah. She's bad, girl. She's a narcissist. KLD, she's a narcissist. Like This is the second reading I done did on her. She's a narcissist, and it's so crazy because I feel like she's also racist against Prince Harry's race, like Prince Harry's culture. And it's like, girl, you married this man. Like, if you didn't like the way his culture did things, or like, why marry him? Because I'm picking up on a big cultural clash. But like I said, Prince Harry is like, he's an innocent young woman, and Meghan Markle is like that old man that's looking to groom. She's looking for somebody to groom. And with that goddess card there, with that goddess card there, like coming out, um, with Meghan, like Meghan Markle, like she plotted and schemed to get into Prince Harry's world to push her agendas. Like she planned that shit. She's somebody who uses her looks, her sexuality, her womanliness. She's almost like a what's that politician girl's name? She's almost like there's a chick that people always makes jokes about, a Kamala Harris. She's like a Kamala Harris. I don't know if y'all know about Kamala Harris, but y'all need to look up my there's something about Meghan Markle where she's really done strange things to get to where she's at. Like, I ain't judging, I ain't hating the hustle. Because like there's a lot of girls who try to do what Meghan Markle does and don't succeed because they dumb ass give up the pussy and give up, stuff before the man actually delivers. Because a lot of guys, a lot of celebrity men get vagina by lying to women, telling them that they're going to make them famous. Lying to women, telling them that they're going to get them a record deal. Like, that's how a lot of guys get, a lot of celebrity men get vagina, by the boatloads. And the truth of the matter is they ain't giving them shit but a wet ass. Meghan Markle has sense enough. Like, she's the same type of woman. She's the same type of woman as those groupies, right? But the only difference is she has sense. She's smart. So she's gonna make sure that you deliver on your promise before she gives you anything. But yeah, Prince Harry isn't even really her type. I feel like Meghan Markle likes it, her taste in men kind of match that of Black American women in the Black community, right? Very hood, very bad boy. Like her viewpoint about what a real man is or what a real masculine is, which to me, I feel like Prince Harry. See, this is where me and a lot of women differ because I feel like Prince Harry is the epitome of a real man. I feel like Prince Harry is an alpha. A man that loves you, cherishes you, supports you, faithful, take care of the kids, handle like anything you throw at him, he handles it. That is a real man. A lot of these dudes that be thugs, that be bad boys, they can't even keep their dick in their pants. They're womanizers. Because that's what a lot of women associate alpha masculinity with. Someone that's a womanizer, a player, a thug that has no feelings, no emotions, but then somehow they choose these dudes and then expect these dudes to automatically turn on their feminine side, or their quote unquote, softer side. She is some type of dark feminine, yes. She resonates with toxicity. Prince Harry, I'm not trying to sound harsh, but Prince Harry is like a means to an end. I don't feel like she's really attracted to Prince Harry. I feel like she's racist. Like she's racist against what he is, his culture, where he's came from, where he's raised. And in my opinion, how can you despise something that your husband was raised up in? Like, how can you despise his culture but then marry him? That don't make sense. She one of those people where she's pro-black and talk all this shit about whites, right? But sleep white. Or y'all know those whites that be acting real wiggerish, acting like they down with the cause, acting like they down for black people, or they think they're part of black people, right? But they be hating black women, or they be hating, the race of his opposite gender. Because there's a lot of racist white women that sleep with black men, but they're very racist against black women, and they think that they're prettier, superior, and better than black women. And it be so crazy is because, like, bitch, you wouldn't even have that black man if it wasn't for a black woman making them. So humble yourself. The very genes that you are so-called attracted to was made and curated by black women. But you have the audacity to come to the black house and think you better than black women and think you can talk to, treat, and whatever. Like, the audacity of folks. But that's Meghan Markle's energy, though. That's Meghan Markle's energy. She thinks she's better. Yeah. She thinks she's better. He loves her. He's very infatuated with her. He loves her looks, her curves, her lips. He might got a thing for black girls. I feel like Meghan Markle is one of those safe zones where he might have a thing for black girls. I feel like Meghan Markle is is a buffer. Like, she's a safe because she's got some black in her, but she's still white. So, like, she's safe. She's safe. She's acceptable. I feel like his family might be a little racist. Like, just knowing that, like, picking up on that energy, his family might be a little racist. Like, they might be. They might be. But I feel like he really got a thing for black girls. But Meghan Markle is that safe. Like, she ain't all the way black, but she ain't. She not all the way black, but she white too. So she's a buffer. She's a safe zone. But I feel like he really into black girls. I feel like everything he likes about Meghan Markle is her black traits. Like her big lips, her curly hair. He might like when she tan. He may have a thing for like more darker skin. What do you mean? Who's overcompensating? You talking about Meghan Markle, or are you talking about Prince Harry? Ooh, Meghan. Yes. Meghan. I said this in the last video about Meghan Markle and how old dude. His brother isn't all the way lying. Like, this reading confirms that his brother is not all the way lying. Like, where there is smoke, there is fire. And I personally feel like Prince Harry is no match for Meghan Markle. But it's weird because he loves it. Like, for some reason, that's why I be telling girls, like, if you really want to get a guy to be a yes man to you, then, like, you gotta be a powerhouse. Like, because that man, that's how you're gonna attract those type of men. For some reason, men are attracted to their opposite. They're attracted to their opposite. So if you are a powerhouse, sometimes you could be toxic, right? If you're a powerhouse, you're toxic, you're dominant, you don't give a fuck, you run shit, you're demanding, like, you're gonna attract the most accommodating, submissive men. They're like, like those dudes that they clean the house, they cook, they raise the kids, you ain't gotta do shit. Them are men that are more in touch with their feminine side, or more like, you have to be the opposite of what he is. Like, if he's normally always nice, kind. Like, you got to be more bold, more daring, more dominant. Like, I know y'all be seeing how there's a lot of couples where you like, how the fuck they together? Like, that's the energy. Like, how the fuck are they together? They are not the same. Like, they are opposites. Like, or y'all know, y'all see those videos where like they'll mess up on his order and the dude will be like, oh no, that's fine, that's cool. But the girlfriend is like, nah, you need to fix this shit. This ain't right. And give back the order. Make it right. Like, it's that type of energy. I love me a Prince Harry. But for some reason, like, I ain't gonna say they don't want me. I don't know if they want me or not, but like, I am one of those rare few women where I can pinpoint a good man. Like, I just know he's a good, just because like his energy is very, very different from a typical male. So I can just pinpoint a good man. Like, they don't even sleep with you right away. Like, good men don't even sleep with you right away. Like, but sometimes, like, decent men, sometimes they can have low self-esteem sometimes. Like, they're mousy. But, like, it's just a different aura. I really can't explain it. I just know that I know when there's a good man. Like, I know how to pinpoint a good man. So, like, but, like, they don't, they don't be biting. They don't be biting. I be so sad. I be stuck with the players, the toxic dudes, the sexually can't contain themselves type of dudes. Like, that's what I attract. Like, or at least that's what comes to me. And I just like, ugh, give me the good guy. Like, when most people want the bad guy, I be wanting the good guy. Like, I be liking a dude that listen to my demands. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, my baby daddy. Now, my baby daddy, he's not one of the. He can be, but like, you gotta have a certain personality. Like, cause my baby daddy, like, he's more, I'm not gonna say thuggish. He's not really thuggish, but he's not the mousy type either. He's not the mousy type either. He's a gray area, but he's done had like a rough background, so he's done seen some shit, some thug ass shit. He done seen and have been a part of. But like, my baby daddy, right? When I went to work, I would tell him to be on time, like literally. That's how I would talk to him. I'd be like, be on time. Don't be late. Don't be da-da-da-da-da. I'd be telling him to be there on time. And you know what? When I demanded that out of his ass, his motherfucking ass picked me up from work on time. He picked me up from work and dropped me off on time. Because I carry this energy of I don't fucking play that. Like, it just be funny too when women be like, oh, masculines don't listen to women. Oh, men don't listen to women. Men don't do X, Y, and Z, da-da-da-da-da. But for some reason, they listen, even the grown ass men. I think it's because they know that I got like a side of crazy. Like, I'm going to kill your ass if you don't do right. Like, I think they know that I got a side of crazy. And then it's my voice and the fact that I mean business. Like, I'm bold. I'm very bold. And they just feel like they got to listen to me. Because I'll be getting them to listen. I don't be knowing what the other girls is doing. And I also, like, I can't be played with, too. If a man see that he can play with you, or he see that you're delusional, or you're not really privy or you're not really privy, like, you in the la-la land, he not going to respect you. If he see that he can really, like, get one over on you, or he could play you, like, he not going to respect you or listen to you. You're a joke. But if he see you're a woman with some sense, like you onto his games or you outgame him in some way, Oh, he's either gonna be triggered, pissed off, or he gonna listen to you. Cause he gonna be like, damn, I ain't got nowhere to run. This girl know everything. Yeah, 90% of the guys that approach me be other bitches' husbands. Other bitches' husbands, other bitches' boyfriends. 90% of the men that approach me be other bitches. I will be shocked if Prince Harry even cheats on Meghan Markle. It's crazy because the most toxic women have the most faithful men. But like, I'm gonna be shocked if Prince Harry even cheats on her because he just seems like he the type that he'll go pay a prostitute just to listen to him cry and mope about Meghan Markle. But he would never sleep with the prostitute. Like, he just gives me that energy. But he might be a cheater, who knows? Probably. Because, I mean, if all a woman got to do is threaten divorce on your ass and you would do... and you'll do anything she say, oh yeah, she got you, nigga. Because you scared of losing her. She got you. That's another thing. Like, women don't get it. Like, a man got to be scared to lose your ass to do right. If he feel like you'll leave him, that's when he'll do right. If he feel like you won't put up with his cheating ways, that's when, like, a lot of girls think giving a man everything is going to make him not cheat on you. It's going to make him stay. Giving him threesomes, giving him... I know bitches that don't... A nigga, he could want a threesome. I know women that be like, I wish a nigga would. Threesome where? She ain't never gave him a threesome. She ain't never... None of that shit. That nigga probably do 90% of the work in a relationship. He never cheats. He never cheats. It's fear. If a dude feel like that it's only gonna take one slip up and you gonna leave his life, you gonna walk out the door, he's more likely to do right and not run the risk of fucking up than a girl that's like, oh my gosh, I love you. I'm never gonna leave you. I love you. You know, she's taking him back. She's still cooking and cleaning. Or if it ever crossed your mind, like, a lot of women just ain't bold. If it ever crossed your mind and you like, oh my gosh, if I don't straighten up, another woman is gonna take my place. And I'm gonna be like, if that nigga don't straighten up, another nigga could take his. Like, you gotta be bold. You gotta be more not give a fuck. You gotta have, as a woman, a not give a fuck attitude. Like, you could take him or leave him. As crazy as it sounds, that's what you gotta have. You gotta have that not take it or leave them type of attitude. Like, I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker do pay all the bills. Nigga, I'm still gonna talk to you how I talk to you. The fuck? I done talked to niggas reckless and they still pay my shit. But I'm trying to get it together where I'm gonna stop doing that because I could probably get bored if I talk a little nicer. But yeah, I'll be telling them that's what that good pussy do. No, I'm joking. You got that good. You got that good. You talk to the nigga how you want to. He ain't leaving. He ain't going nowhere. And he still gonna pay your bills on time. When you got that good. When you got that got 3,000. I ain't trying to... Meghan Markle might be really good in bed. Like, she might be crazy, masculine, dominant, but she's really good in bed. Like, she know what she's doing. Because I don't know why I'm channeling that. Like, she's good. She's really good at what she does. She's had a lot of practice. She's had a lot of practice. Yeah, but I don't know Prince Harry's sign. But most definitely Meghan Markle is giving me masculine. So she's likely a fire sign or air sign. She's likely I'm not picking up on Earth because Earth is more grounded. And Earth will kind of stay with you whether they happy or unhappy just simply because you're security. So she's not really giving me Earth sign, but she's giving me like fire sign woman or air sign woman. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm gonna take Libra out, but she is giving me Aquarius or Gemini because Libra more on the feminine side. Um, but Prince Harry, he's giving me water sign energy. Okay, and yeah, he's giving me water sign energy and Libras because Libra, like I said, more on the feminine side. But yeah, there's something about Prince Harry that's very sentimental. So I know I said I was gonna be done with the deck, but I want to get this vibe about it. I want to get my vibe about it. Let's get some more tea on these people. I'm telling you, Prince Harry, he's so in love. Y'all, the person that I'm channeling, he's so in love that he'll take like oh, that's crazy. He's a Virgo. I could see Virgo because they service people. Look at the victim mentality. Didn't I tell you that she was always a victim? This is when I pull the deck at the back of the deck. This is the card at the back of the deck with the victim mentality. I don't know if you can see it. It says can't cope, won't cope, drama queen, crybaby. That's Meghan Markle. That's Meghan Markle. And y'all, I know a crackhead. And like, there's a crackhead. She always crying. I love her to death, but her motherfucking ass is always crying. Like Pisces. I don't know if she got Pisces in her chart, but it's something about that. Or like it's giving what's that chick name that dated Blueface? Just always crying. But I'm telling y'all, Meghan Markle is a narcissist. She's a narcissist. She lacks complete self-awareness, and then she also thinks you're wrong and she's right. She doesn't ever like consider other people think like, yeah, she gets her way. This girl may even be like the boy that cried wolf. She's giving me the energy of the boy that cried wolf. With the checkmate energy, it says upper hand, impossible for your opponent to win. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. If I knew Meghan Markle in real life, this would be a bitch I would not like. Meghan Markle will be the type that'll be at work trying to get me fired. Trying to get me fired. Like, oh, she's pretty. Oh, everyone likes her. Oh, even my man likes her. She must go. She must get fired. Like, Meghan Markle be the type that'll be motherfucking plotting and scheming to get me fired off my job. I don't like bitches like this. Or she'll be the one that she'll be the type that be throwing rocks high in her hands. But then she wanna act like, you get what I'm saying? Or she be the type that'll be projecting and shit like that. Like, yep. I can see J-Lo. I can see J-Lo. I can see it. Give me more. We're going to put this back. Give me more about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. How does Prince Harry feel about Meghan Markle? It's like he feels so much empathy for her. Like when she cries, he cries. And like he just has to defend her. He has to stand up for her. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Like, Prince Harry is an alpha male. Will Smith is an alpha man. I don't give a fuck. In my opinion, those are real men. You ever heard that saying, that's my thought, and I like her a lot? That's the energy. It doesn't matter. That's Prince Harry's energy. That's my thought, and I like her a lot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Y'all, she got his nose wide open. She got his nose wide open. This nigga would sell his soul to stay married to Meghan Markle. This nigga would turn on his own family to stay married to Meghan Markle. She done snatched this man's soul all the way motherfucking up. This nigga will go through in public embarrassment. And he's a Will Smith. He's a Will Smith. Give me more ancestor spirit, guys. Skeletons in the closet. In the closet, secrets and lies. Unions working together, strong bonds. He's lying for her. He's covering up for her. He's covering up for her in some type of way. Ooh wee. I'm telling y'all, this is given where Meghan Markle is like a Kenneth Petty, and he's like because I don't know if y'all watch my Nicki Minaj videos about Kenneth Petty, where she might be trying to pay folks off to cover up his crimes, or to cover up. Yeah, unions working together, strong bonds to win. Like he's trying to clean her act up, clean up her background. He's trying to clean something up for her. Increase in status, glow up recognition, popular attention. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is definitely she's giving me Hillary vibes. She's really giving me Hillary Clinton vibes, or Kamala Harris vibes. Poetic justice, retribution, and karma. Yeah, so I don't know if she's been faced with some type of legal papers, or she's been determined and focused on a mission. Yeah, I don't know, but he's standing strong behind Meghan Markle. He's standing strong. Like, even if Meghan Markle is wrong, like, he's standing strong behind Meghan Markle. He could be trying to hide like Meghan Markle's like crimes or criminal backgrounds, or if she's done something illegal or she's done something bad. Like he's trying to cover for her in some type of way. It says peaked already. Their glory days are over. Hot and cold. Extreme inconsistency, roller coaster ride of emotion. Somebody falling off, or somebody's like yesterday news. Somebody's yesterday news. And some women get like that. Like when they have kids, and you got to watch out for women like this. Because women like this will end up being jealous of their daughters. I'm telling y'all, she's a narcissist. Women like this will end up being jealous and in competition with their daughters for the male gaze. They'll be jealous of their daughters. Like, oh, I used to have a body like that, but I had kids. Or, oh, you know what I'm saying? Or like if they got sons, they'll try to make their sons, like they'll be jealous if their son, like be competing with their son's girlfriends. Like this person has like, wow. Disconnected, blocked, cancel, or deleted. Yeah, he's trying to save face for somebody. Then it says emotional drama. He makes up excuses for her for why she goes on her emotional time. I'm telling y'all, she giving me Christian rock vibes as far as like her emotional reaction to things. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. It don't look like his brother is lying. Emotional drama queen, fakes for attention, makes a big deal out of nothing. Baby, she wears the pants. She wears the pants. This reminds me of Taylor Swift when she was with that. I did a video on Taylor Swift, and yeah, my original intuitive download in the very beginning, like these cards are just confirmation at this point. Spirit really be talking to me. Spirit really be sending me visions. Spirit really be sending me thoughts. Like, look at the self-pleasure, self-satisfying, instantly doing things for you. This girl is spoiled as fuck, or either he spoiled her or she's already been spoiled because she has pretty privilege. Like, no, what is that? So, like, long story short, unlike J-Lo, because her dudes be leaving her in the dust. So I feel like J-Lo may be arrogant, but I feel like her pussy whack. Or I feel like her sex game ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like something ain't there because the dudes just leave. Like if you really good in a bedroom, like really, really good, dudes will put up with anything. And let's not forget, like you also got looks, you got smarts, power, you exude power. Because man is very attracted to things that exude power. Okay, whether that be another man or another woman, they're attracted to things that exude power because they could feel disempowered in some way. Okay, or this is what they desire. They desire to have status and power. So if you exude that energy, like a lot of men are going to be attracted to you. But or obsessed. I should say obsessed. Intimidated and obsessed. Jealous too. You might attract like a lot of masculines that will become jealous of you. Wow. That's all I got to say about that. I'm going to end this with the Manifest Success card and some advice for Prince Harry with his shadow deck. With the shadow Zach. That was a really good reading. I wasn't expecting it to be that long. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Like, his brother ain't all the way lying. That's all I know. All right, Ancestor Spirit Guides. Ancestor Spirit Guides. Could you give me some advice for Prince Harry? Because we don't give a fuck about Meghan Markle. She already getting her way. I am always growing and transforming. See, he's got a lot of growing up to do. When he really grows up into his manhood and finding himself, he like is really gonna be privy to. There's something about him, Prince Harry, that's childlike or sheltered. So it's like once he like, you know, fully develops into who he is, like he's no longer. It's kind of like Beyonce and Jay-Z. When Beyonce started to fully develop into who she was, you know, she wasn't no yes ma'am no more. Like that's when Jay-Z couldn't stand her. Like she started to find her voice. She started to fight back. That's when Jay-Z couldn't stand her. But yeah, she may be one of those women that like wild child. Like her type and men are wild. Like you know. Yeah. So that's what it's saying here. And at the back of the deck, I earn lots of money pursuing my true passion. So I feel like he's trying to find his avenue. He's trying to find his way. He's trying to find his identity outside of his family. Okay. Let's do the shadow because we need to get some advice for my good bro, Prince Harry. Because like this is crazy. If you in danger, Prince Harry, blink twice, cause baby, I feel like you in danger. Oh God. Like she's a dictator. And this is why I be telling people there's more to meet the eye when people be worshiping these celebrity couples and royal couples and shit like that simply because they got money and fame and man, fuck all that. There's more to meet the eye with these people. I bet you, and then why is it that so many of these people is always on drugs or doing some type of drugs or like you know what I'm saying? Throwing wild ass sex parties, like bruh. Something's an empty vessel about them. Like on the outside they may have it, you know, like that, but on the inside they're an empty vessel. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Okay. All right. Yeah. There's something about Meghan Markle. She's a jealous spirit. She's a jealous spirit. She may even be jealous of the background that Prince Harry came from. Like how he has a complete family that's well-to-do, how he's royal blood, and it's like I don't know if Meghan Markle came from the hood or not, but like there's something about like it's something that she lacked in her home that Prince Harry has, and she's very jealous of that. And y'all got to be careful because when people envy shit that you have that they feel like they lack, they want you to be miserable like they miserable. They want you to be fatherless or familyless like they're familyless. You know what I'm saying? Because women do that. Like I was saying earlier in my intuitive download. Bitches will cut off all their friends to center their whole life around men, be bored and miserable, and then want men to cut off his homeboys, like to be, you know, all about isolation. You know, women do that. That's narcissistic. Like, cause he don't want to cut off his friends. He didn't want to cut off. You know, he wanted an identity outside of the relationship. Just cause you miserable and did something dumb like cut off your homegirls or ditched your homegirls, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, look at the back of the deck. Know it all. You can't make that shit up. This was my intuitive download without a card. So we have projecting shadow, projecting traits or emotions onto others, mirroring, self-defense, and self-justification. Determine when you're projecting or who's projecting onto you to avoid getting sucked into a cycle of negativity. So I'm telling y'all, she's a narc. Know-it-all, shadow. Okay. Claims to know more than everyone else, prima donna, show off smugness. It's like she never in the wrong. Uses your knowledge to bring out the best in the people around you, and remember there is always more to learn. Yeah, it's like she's never in the wrong. Meghan Markle, if he expresses his grievances with her, it's like she's gonna shift the attention off of her and focus on his flaws, so that like she never has to change. It's something about that. But that's all that I got. Deuces.